What's up, everybody? Peaceful here. I am back and better than ever, ready to go with some more news for you here in the world of Marvel Snap. So, we're getting into this week, so let's go ahead and get started. First up, let's get into the new card releasing this week. It is X-23. I am super excited about this card. I think this is probably the best card from the cards that released this month. This is a one cost, two power card that says when this is discarded or destroyed, regenerate it at a random location and you get +1 energy next turn. It's crazy. Any card that lets you cheat on energy and ramp it like this is going to be pretty powerful if we can find the right shell. I mentioned in the video for the dock and discard destroy hybrid deck that I tried a few weeks ago that I really thought this card was going to take that deck over the top. And I still feel that way. I think there's quite a few decks that are going to benefit from this over something like maybe Nova or something like Wolverine, where this is just going to do a lot more work in that deck. Ironically, this is basically just a Wolverine. So kind of cool that they synergize them in this way to where their effects are pretty similar. So I'm pretty excited to try this card. I definitely think if you are somebody who enjoys destroy and possibly discard, I think it's definitely gonna be better in destroy, but I'm interested to see it in discard as well. I think if you're somebody who's interested in these archetypes, you're really going to enjoy this card. I highly recommend picking it up. Next up, we got the bundles for this week. So first thing, we got the Token Tuesday bundle. Remember, I don't necessarily recommend picking this up unless you're really trying to make sure you have those extra tokens for the cards you want. I don't think these are necessarily as good of a value as they used to be. If you want extra tokens, save up your gold. Something like the Spider-Man and Black Widow bundle we had last week is a good example of one that you can use to get some extra tokens and stuff. I don't necessarily recommend picking these up unless you're just somebody who spends a lot of money on the game and already has the extra gold to throw around. Next up this week, we have the One Punch Woman bundle, or sorry, One Punch Women. This comes with the anime variants for Storm and Captain Marvel. I personally have been saving my gold up for this one. I'm very excited. I actually passed on the Spider-Man and Black Widow one because I wanted this one so much, so badly. Because I do play Captain Marvel and Storm more than I play Black Widow, even though I do play Spider-Man quite a bit. So I'm pretty excited to pick up this one. We got the Storm variant, the Captain Marvel variant. You also get 7,500 credits, which is a pretty solid amount, and then you get the boosters and the avatars to go with the cards just as they normally do. Last up for this week, we do have the Hail Hydra Hydraulics bundle. So this one is a cash bundle, not a gold bundle. So it is $24.99. You get the Red Skull variant, 4,000 credits, 1,000 gold, and then the Red Skull boosters and Red Skull avatar. You actually get enough Red Skull boosters to upgrade the card fully 3 times, which is pretty cool. Now, I do think this one's a pretty decent value as well if you're somebody who spends money on Snap. Obviously, if you're not somebody who spends actual money on Snap, it's a hard pass because it costs money. But I do think this is a pretty good deal if you do spend money because you get all those credits and then you get the gold, which you're almost getting your money back just for the gold. It's kind of like the Juggernaut bundle from last week. You're getting a pretty decent deal. Next up, we're going to go over the Spotlight Cash for this week. So if you're using your Spotlight Caches this week, you get access to some pretty powerful cards if you don't have them already. Now, if you missed the Guardians month back in, I think it was May, you had missed out on Nebula. So Nebula's here with a very sweet Ryan Gonzalez art. I am super tempted to use my Spotlight Caches this week, even though I should be saving for next week just because I want this Nebula variant. Other than that, you also have X-23. Obviously, whenever a card releases in a week, they put it in the Spotlight Cache so you can pick it up there as well. So we got the X-23 here. The mech ones aren't really doing it for me as much. This variant, I'm honestly, this is the reason I kind of been leaning towards not doing the Spotlight caches this week because I really don't want this X-23 variant. I think it's awful. But if the mechs are your thing, if you enjoy that kind of thing, then yeah, go ahead and pick it up. The Silk variant is awesome. However, I have the best Silk variant in the game already, the Venomized one. So I am not that worried about that. Really, the only thing I personally want out of this one is the Nebula variant. Remember, if you don't want at least two, preferably three, all three of the Spotlight Cache cards or their variants, pass. Do not use your Spotlight caches if you only have one. You're very unlikely to get the thing that you actually want if there's only one thing that you want. All right, next up we have some other news. So first up, Marvel Snap is going to be making an announcement this week at Gamescom opening night live. So for that, they have actually done a little sort of giveaway for people who play Marvel Snap. If you go to their website, link is in the X thing here. I'll put it in the description of the video. You only have till tomorrow at 11 a.m. So Tuesday at 11 a.m. to redeem this. They started it over the weekend, but you get 500 free credits. It's free. You just put your Snap ID in, not your user ID. You need to go into your Snap game, into the settings, and pull your Snap ID and put it in there. But it's free. You get 500 free credits. It's super easy to do. It took me 2 seconds, and then you get your free stuff, and it's a good deal. What they're gonna announce, uh, by the art, I think it's probably the some of the PC stuff. The PC UI is probably coming out, and we're gonna sort of get a preview of that, what that's gonna look like, and probably get a firm release date, and then maybe a sneak peek at some of the other stuff they've talked about. But I'm excited either way. Any improvements to Snap is good for me because I love the game. I want to see it get better and better, and this is just continuing that. So make sure you get your free credits. Stay tuned for that news. I'll definitely let you all know next week in the video what that news actually ended up being. Last up, I do like to give you all a little heads up on what feature locations are coming up this week. That this week is actually not bad at all. So Sacred Timeline, one of my favorite of the fill up ones because it's got a lot of, like, if you have a deck with a lot of synergy, you get extra synergy pieces. So this one is very, very good for destroy, for example. You can put down your cards that benefit from getting destroyed, destroy them, fill up that location at the same time. Then you get back maybe an extra Wolverine, an extra Nova, maybe you get an extra Carnage or Venom. That's even like a bigger deal because having extra pieces for the to destroy with are pretty powerful. So this is a cool one. I actually really enjoy this one. I'm excited that it's one of the featured ones. Feels kind of weird that it's getting featured this month and not next month when Loki and all that is the season pass, right? Isn't that next month? Anyway, still a cool one. The other one is Eternity Range, which I know some people don't care for, but I actually really enjoy this one as well. I think it's a kind of an interesting mind game where, do you care about the rock? Do you not care about the rock? And you kind of like, if you're a deck that actually benefits from it, like destroy, you can just kind of ignore it. You get that rock, and that it gives you an extra thing to destroy with your destroy card. So these are both pretty low irritation feature locations, I guess is what I would say. They're not something like when they do Danger Room or something where you're just like, oh, why is this the feature location? Please no. So I actually am pretty excited to play with these. I might actually play some ranked. I do enjoy the Sacred Timeline. It's one of my favorite locations. So yeah. So just let me know which one of those you're more excited or less excited to play with in the comments. I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you for tuning into these videos. If this is something you enjoy, I'm telling you right now, please like the video, comment, let me know what you're looking forward to this week. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. That's how I know this content is something that you want more of, and I will continue making. It really helps me out. I'm a small content creator still trying to grow. So every little bit helps, and I really appreciate everything you all do, and I appreciate you spending your time with me. And that's all I got for you this week. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you all later.